Before we get into cost of living, let's talk about internet. Internet here can be great, but for the most part, it's terrible. If you live in Manila or Cebu, you can get really great fiber with terabyte speeds of download, upload, the whole 9 yards, if you want it. In the provincial locations, about the best you're going to do is an LTE broadband router that gets 10 megabits per second down, and is going to give you about 8 up roughly. So that's about the best you're going to do. With Globe or Smart, those are two of the larger carriers here. Now the other carrier is PLDT. My personal experience with PLDT, hi guys.
Hello.
My personal experience with PLDT has been terrible, to say the least. In fact, I did a video on why not to ever use PLDT in the Philippines. Now PLDT will give you a little bit higher speed, but it's only if you live in an area that has a DSL connection. To my knowledge, PLDT does not have an LTE connection or an LTE system. Basically what I'm getting at home here in the provincial location I live is an LTE signal to a broadband router. Essentially what that means is I'm getting a cell phone signal for internet, basically. And there are two companies that do that, Globe and Smart. Globe is the larger of the two providers, I think. Globe, I have both. I have a pocket Wi-Fi for Smart, which I carry with me. I'm going to show it to you. This is what it looks like. And it will pick it's an LTE coverage. It usually gets in this area about 3 to 4 megabits per second up and down, which is very bad. But it's good enough if you need to check Facebook or call somebody on WhatsApp or Viber or something of that nature. It's good enough for that. Globe is usually about the safest option that I've found. I use them for my home internet. I also have a pocket Wi-Fi from Globe that usually does very well. To give you an example of the price, I have the home router, which is an LTE signal, 10 megabits per second, which is the highest speed I can get. And it is with 150 gigabytes. See, they cap your data. Everything but PLDT. PLDT does have plans that cap your data that are cheaper, but it doesn't make any sense to get them because of the price. Globe and Smart cap your data automatically unless you choose one of the unlimited fiber plans that they have, so which are very expensive. I get 150 gigabytes per month at 10 megabits per second for 1,299 pesos, basically 1,300 pesos, which is going to be 20 and then 2, 4, 6, about 26 American dollars a month is what I pay for internet here. And obviously I can upload videos to YouTube, fairly decent speed. I can surf the net, and I can do some various other things on the internet, and it's not too much of a problem. In Cebu, I had PLDT. It was fiber, and it was 20 megabits per second. I had the low end. It was $18.99 a month in pesos. And for reference, right now the exchange rate is roughly 50 pesos to the dollar, roughly. It's a little bit higher than that, I think, but not much. So I had 20 megabits per second fiber, but the Wi-Fi on the fiber router worked when I wanted to. It didn't really work all the time. So another reason to kind of stay away from PLDT. I've never had any amount of success with them. Their customer service is borderline just horrible. I don't want to say too many bad things about them, but I have to be honest with you guys and tell you that I have never had a good experience with PLDT in the 4 months that I dealt with them. So you be your own judge, do your own research. This is purely informative. This is for you to make a better decision.